be all shot, Master Lee.
And Lulu.
All right, I have so many thoughts about the latest Aquaman movie that rather than share with you all my rants and raves, I get a feeling Pitch Meeting will perfectly summarize it in 5 minutes rather than me go off for 50 minutes.
Whining about it.
Whining and bitching about it. It was such a way to go out for DCU. It's really sad. I mean, with Aquaman being one of the first ones, like my expectation was just not there, and it blew me away, like way beyond expectation. This time, I had such big expectation, and it was just the way, like it was so bad. Like you act like that, but you enjoyed it. Why are you pretending I hate it? You liked it.
The story, babe. Even though I'm so clueless,
just a minute. You don't.
Of course, I love Jason Momoa, and I just enjoy his character. So,
no matter how bad the rest of the movie is, you just enjoy him that much. Maybe I don't think it's a matter of you enjoying him. I think it's more you lust for him. That's the only way to explain such behavior. I'll leave it at that. All right, let's check this out, By the way, you want to see me gamble away my life? Check out my Vegas channel.
And if you want some hotness, check out my fantasy show on my OnlyFans.
It'll leave you all wet.
So, you got that new movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. So at the beginning of this movie, this guy keeps getting streams of pee in his mouth, right? Oh, I think you might have the wrong building. I mean, I don't think so, sir. Aquaman 2? Oh, really? Yeah, see, Aquaman has a kid now, and this baby keeps peeing in his mouth, because, being a dad is tough. Okay. And so at the end of the day, he enjoys a nice Guinness, the perfect beer for cool dads. What are you talking about? Oh, I figure, superhero fatigue seems to be a thing, so we gotta secure our bag. Ah, you mean like switch to briefs? No, just like super overt product placements. Oh, even better. Yeah, so Aquaman washes down baby pee with some Guinness and then complains about how much he hates his job. As the king of Atlantis? Yeah, doesn't like it. Wasn't the first movie about him kind of accepting his position as the king of Atlantis? Yeah, doesn't like it. All right. But one day a bad guy is gonna start doing some bad stuff, so Aquaman's gotta step up. Uh-oh, who's he gonna go up against this time? I mean, we had Black Manta in the first one. Oh, you're gonna like this. We're gonna have him go up against Black Manta. Oh! Yeah, again. Wait, okay. But this time, Black Manta finds a magical trident and gets possessed by an evil spirit. Sure, okay, that's slightly different. A little bit. So he starts going around the ocean stealing a bunch of this stuff called orichalcum. Uh-oh, sounds like a very scary brand of toothpaste. No, it's actually this very powerful stuff that's also really bad for the planet. Even scarier. And one day he and his crew attack Atlantis to steal some of this stuff. So he's got a whole crew? How's he paying for all this? Hey, shut up, and so he's gonna be like, I'm gonna kill me a dead mermaid. What? And so yeah, this attack kind of springs Aquaman into action, and he starts doing cool action scenes for the rest of the movie. Sick. Yeah, he's gonna do the same yell as Goofy when he fights, which is maybe a cool thing to do when you're fighting. It might be. And he's gotta figure out how to stop this guy, because the whole planet's gonna be destroyed. Oh boy, sounds like he needs to get the Justice League together. Nope. Why not? Because? Fair enough. No, instead he goes to get his brother Orm. Remember Orm from the first movie? He's from the first movie. He is. So this is gonna be a buddy comedy now. Sure, okay. So eventually they're gonna get to where Black Manta is, and they find this trident, and Orm is gonna learn all about its history and whatnot. How does he learn that? Well, when you touch this thing, it turns you into an exposition machine. Storytelling tridents are tight. Yeah, and so he finds out that the spirit possessing Black Manta is called Kordax, and he was trapped using blood magic a long time ago by his brother, King Atlan. Blood magic's the bloodiest kind of magic, and in order to free Kordax, Black Manta is gonna need some blood from one of Atlan's descendants, so Aquaman and his family. Wow, it's crazy that the guy that found this trident already had beef with the bloodline needed to bring this guy back from the dead. Yeah, I wrote a crazy thing here. Good, good. So to get his hands on some of this royal blood, Black Manta kidnaps Aquaman's baby. Oh, this guy's good. Babies are also filled with blood. Yeah, that's a weird way to phrase that. Anyway, when Aquaman finds this out, he's gonna be like, no! That makes sense. So now they gotta go fight this bad guy and save a baby. Very exciting. So as they're doing that, Black Manta's gonna throw the magic trident at Mira, but Orm is gonna catch it, and so he gets possessed. Orm Norm! And so now the evil spirit wants to use Orm to destroy the planet, but Aquaman puts a stop to that. How? The powers of forgiveness and brotherly love. Aww. So then what happens? Well, the evil spirit manages to get some of Aquaman's blood, so he gets released. Uh-oh. So Aquaman throws a trident at his freaking face, but he catches it. Yikes. Sounds like he's strong. It's gonna be tough to defeat him. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, see, Aquaman's smart, so what he does is He throws another trident.
Whoa!
Yeah, that one works.
Oh, wow, wow, wow.
Wow. So they save the planet, and Aquaman goes to Orm like, hey, you know what? I'm not gonna put you back in jail. You're a good dude.
Nice.
Instead, I'm gonna tell everybody that you died, and you'll be forever exiled, and you can never return to the kingdom you love.
Oh, my God.
So that's a nice moment. And then Aquaman's gonna give a press conference.
About what?
Well, he's gonna kind of reveal to the Earth that they exist and say that Wakanda's gonna share their technology with everybody.
Did you say Wakanda?
Then he's gonna end the press conference by saying, I am Aquaman, and then we're done.
All right. That is exactly how the first Iron Man movie ended.
Yeah, great movie.
Didn't the world already know he was Aquaman?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we can get weird, have some fun with this one. It's not like it's the end of the DCEU, right? It'd be pretty weird to end the DCEU the same way the MCU began.
Yeah, that would be weird, but I mean, I don't see the DCEU ending. Oh, also, there's gonna be a mid-credit scene where Orm eats a cockroach.
Can you imagine if that was the last ever scene in the DCEU?
That would be wild, but again, so much would have to go wrong for the DCEU to end on that note.
Oh my God. There's so much. Oh my God. How far the mighty have fallen. I mean, look, it's not just DC, right? I mean, Marvel too has now fallen.
Going into-
like it's just like a free fall, both of them. So coincidence? I don't think so. I think you just reached the point where everyone got greedy. They tried to churn out too much. The quality then suffered. You know, the sad thing is, there was actually a period where Marvel Comics went bankrupt. Like the whole comic book industry collapsed. And it happened right after the biggest high in the comic book industry. Like there was a time, how many decades ago now? I think it was around, I would say the key memorable moment was like the death of Superman. And they decided to print multiple variant copies, and everyone wants to collect every variant copy. So they would just like collect all of them. And then Superman would come back as 4 different characters. So you had to follow like 4 different books, and everyone would buy everything. And then every comic had to be like a #1, and every comic had to have a variant with an expensive version, and people would buy it just thinking they'd collect it all.
Yeah.
And comic book sales went like crazy.
Right.
And then suddenly people realize, you know what? All this stuff sucks. The quality is just terrible. And they're like, I'm not going to buy all the variants. And so guess what happens? Industry collapsed. Everyone was stuck with all this crap from like, and it was that bad that Marvel went bankrupt. That's how bad it got. So it feels like that's happening now in the movie industry. We had it so good,
So greedy.
and then
that
everyone
you
got
just want-
greedy to crank out movie, TV show with crazier big budgets that weren't even that great in terms of the results. Like Aquaman had a massive budget, but the special effects were like, some of it was weird looking. It was so
fake.
fake. You know what I'm saying? So this is the culmination. I hope everyone wakes up at least. I hope it doesn't collapse. I hope it at least resets in a way back to healthier levels so that we can have long outcome of good stuff.
Geekiness.
Oh my God.